Hello, I'm Trent, aka oTradeMark, and today I want to show you guys the absolute best way to level in the game for this 2x XP event. This strategy was patched in 14.1.3, so in order to do this, you need to find a server 14.1.2 or earlier. So I'm in my 14.1.1 server, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this. The first step is you need to get some time trial shards, so you need to grind some time trials. Next thing you need to get is you need to get a super XP boost, and ideally a super luck boost. You don't have to have the super luck boost, you can just use like a regular boost if you don't have enough shards. You can also use a regular XP boost, but you're going to get way more value out of the super XP boost, especially this weekend while there is a 2x XP event. So that's step one. And the next thing you need to do is you need to buy a defense token, or if you already have multi-open tokens, you can just use those, but you need to get a defense token. You can also just use the code Luck Island if you haven't already used that. That gives you one defense token. The next step is you need to go to complete the defense mode in one of the worlds. So if you want to do the defense mode solo in Lucky Kingdom, you're gonna have to have quite a bit of damage per click. I want to say like 15-20 billion, maybe a little bit less, I'm not sure. I'm not positive on the amount. So if you're not sure, make sure you have like a friend or two to help you just in case. Like ideally you want to get all of the damage in the run, because the more damage that you get, the more of these multi-open tokens that you get, but you want to complete the full 10 rounds of the defense mode. So don't do it solo if you can't complete it. I am trying to gather data on like how much damage you need to complete it solo. Oh, another thing about defense mode is that it appears like currently solid gold or any yen multiplier affects the amount of multi-open tokens that you get, not collector 3. So don't use collector 3. I thought it would work with collector 3 initially, but it's your yen multiplier. So rich units or solid gold units are what you want to be using in the defense mode. So usually what I do is I use my best carry unit, which is this 194 Shiny Demon Rathios, and then 5 solid gold units as to get the highest yen multiplier possible. And I was getting like over 4 billion multi-open tokens per run by doing that strategy. Also, I forgot to mention that you should be running a yen boost and a damage boost while you're doing the defense mode, because that's going to allow you to clear the mobs faster, get further, and the yen multiplier. The yen boost works during the defense mode. So it's kind of like raids. You want to be running these two boosts while you're doing your defense mode. You're going to get a lot more multi-open tokens by having a higher yen multiplier and by having more damage to make sure that you can clear the entire mode. Okay, the next thing that you want to do is actually come in here and you're going to start up your boost. So you're going to want to start your super luck boost and your super XP boost. Make sure that you have enough yen to do a max open. So you'll notice here the max open is 51 trillion for me and 36 million stars. And I'm going to be doing this a lot. So to calculate it, you're going to want to take like, basically each one of these opens is only going to take about 15 to 20 seconds of your boost. So you can have a ton of opens with this. Basically, it's pretty much going to drain all of your multi-open tokens and all of your yen doing this, unless you have a lot like I do. So I'll go ahead and start these up. Super luck boost, super XP boost. I max open. I just realized I made a mistake. You always want to fuse everything that's in your inventory prior to starting this process. So I didn't do that, so I only got 1200 star opens there. But I'll go ahead and you teleport to Super Island next. And then you go into your time trial room. Now this is the part that doesn't work in 14.1.3 or above. In 14.1.3 they changed it to where when you come in the time trial room and your boost pause, right now my cooldown for the max open is still running. So usually you have to wait a minute 30 in order to do max open. In 14.1.2 and before, I can just sit in the time trial room with my boost paused, and my cooldown is still going to be counting. So you'll just notice up here at the clock, if I wait 1 minute basically and go back there, my cooldown is going to be off. Let me find out which unit I want to fuse into. I think I want to keep leveling my shiny saber altar. That's 177. I'm not going to fuse inside of this room because you'll notice if I was to fuse here, I would get 9Z experience. So this is also a lot of mythicals from AFK opening last night, but usually you're going to get like 2Z or something, or like 1Z, and then with the super XP boost, when I get out there, it's gonna increase that even more. So yeah, so what was I at? 9Z. Before it was 9Z of experience, now 13Z experience. I get up to 178. Huge amount of XP. This is absolutely the fastest way to level. So you run over here, you do a max open. So you notice now I have 1,520 spots open in my inventory. So I've cleared out as much of my inventory as I can. I max open. Now I'm gonna fuse all into the same character. We can see how one fuse right here is 2.4Z experience, which doesn't look like a lot at 178, but that is a ton of experience for just one of these fuses. And the same thing, I do the same thing to put my boosts on pause. I'm gonna go ahead and go back over here to the time trial room, and I'm just gonna chill here for another minute. So again, it's a minute 30. So if you basically, and it takes about 15 seconds to get here, give or take, with the fuse and everything. So if I just wait 1 minute 15 off of the time trial clock, that will basically give me a good indicator of how long I need to wait in here before I go back to the Lucky Kingdom. So you guys can see that utilizing the strategy, if you do it efficiently, you're only going to waste about 15 seconds. This is basically like the modern boost pausing. After 14.1.3, your cooldown is not going to reset. It's also going to pause with you when you come into the time trial or if you leave the game. So this isn't going to work in 14.1.3, so make sure that you find an older server and take advantage of this, especially this weekend while it's the 2x XP. I can't even stress how valuable this is. And now that you can get these things in the time trial shop, free-to-play players can literally do this. This is probably the most beneficial event and situation that free-to-play players have ever had. Not only to level your units, but you have a 2x yen event to grind yen. If you're not playing today, you should be. This is a very, very important day to be playing with the event that's going on, and especially if you can find a 14.1.2 server or before. So basically just keep joining different servers in the server list, and eventually you'll find one that's like an older server. It's been enough time for the cooldown to reset again. I'm going to do the same thing. Just run over here, max open, go into my inventory, grab the unit I want to fuse to, select unlocked, fuse selected, again 2.27Z. But essentially that is the strategy. Farm time trial shards, get the multi-open tokens, and then utilize this boost pausing strategy to get as much experience as possible this weekend. I'm also going to record a video right after this, which is a similar strategy, but it's basically how you can get the easiest way to get a shiny secret. If you guys didn't catch the stream yesterday when I was streaming, this is the strategy that I was using. It's basically where you force close your game instead of leaving like this and then rejoin to maximize the shiny chance potion. So that's, I actually don't have any more. Oh shoot, I can't buy one because the merchant isn't here. This is the only time I've ever played this game and wanted the merchant to be here. The merchant traditionally has held very little value for me, but this weekend is the one weekend where I want it to be here and it's not here. But anyways guys, that's it for me. Malo albito. Thanks for watching, and peace. I'm out of here.